Hey, I'm Dave Chappelle, and today we are out driving this Stretch JK 2011. It started out as a Rubicon Unlimited. Actually, it's not an Unlimited. It's just a two-door. All right.
Again.
We're out here wheeling in Moab, brought the big tire Jeep, stretched a little bit. This thing is really cool. It's got the biggest feature on this thing is probably this Jeep Works stretch that's stretched in the body 10 inches, the frame, wheelbase is out. It's really cool. It's kind of the perfect combination of this light, nimble two-door plus the wheelbase that you can go crawling in and not feel like you're gonna be doing wheelies and tip overs all day. So under the hood, we started with a salvage title Jeep, actually. This was kind of a cheapy insurance claim of some sort. We got it, we pulled that 3.8 out. This was a 2011 model, so it didn't have that cool 3.6 yet. We pulled the 3.8 out, and we put the Cummins R2.8 diesel in there. It's kind of a cool new aftermarket engine. It's a crate engine program, small diesel, fits in most vehicles, makes good horsepower, makes a ton of torque. Behind that is this 8 HP 70 transmission. That's a 7-speed or 8-speed transmission out of like a Ram truck. This was one of the first rigs to do that, but the guys over at Axis Industries who actually did this install, those guys are doing this transmission behind that engine pretty regularly nowadays. Behind that is an Atlas 3.8 transfer case, 3.8 to 1 Atlas 2 transfer case, which is really cool because you've got that front dig option, you got high and low, you can go 2-wheel drive, low range, you got all the options, plus you can pretty much not break the thing with a vehicle this light or with the horsepower and stuff that we're working with. So this thing is kind of one of our, I don't know, the way I like to do things where you're under-engined and then over-axled. So if you go down from there, we're running these Dynatrac axles. It's a ProRock 80 in the rear, which is like massive overkill. ARB lockers in it, big axle shafts. I think this one's 35 spline, front and rear. It's a Dynatrac ProRock 60 HD front, which has got these crazy aluminum steering knuckles and all the gigas that you want. It's really a cool setup. I have wheeled this thing for a year and a half now. I took it on Ultimate Adventure and I wasn't very nice to it. If you look at the roof here, you can see that I smashed it into a tree. That was pretty cool. But I drove it like crazy. I was on the East Coast, rock bouncing it, spinning tires, bouncing it all over the place, and still getting like 20 miles to the gallon on the highway. So it's a really good package altogether. We're running 40-inch Nitto Trail Grapplers on it. These are a really good tire as far as being able to go out, wheel the hardcore stuff, not getting sidewall punctures and stuff, and then they still go down the road true. We actually haven't even balanced these and we got probably 6,000 miles on them. So it's a pretty rad tire. We're rocking all sorts of aluminum body armor. This thing might look kind of heavy, but it's not. It's all aluminum, like rock sliders and fenders and bumpers and all that. So trying to keep the weight down. Volvo manufacturing front half roll cage, tied into this Jeep Works cage in the back, which is kind of, it comes with the stretch kit. It's a really neat, like all-inclusive kit that they sell you. We've got some Bartac seat covers in here, stock seats. We were able to keep the like fold and tumble rear seat in it, which is cool. So we have all sorts of cargo room now. Plus we can haul people if we need to. Paint by Bob. Bob's a good dude out in Pinehurst, Idaho. He was the one that made the stretch look good and made the body this color. And it used to be straight until I smashed it into rocks. Rocking some KMC Machete beadlocks. Super strong wheels. We haven't had any failures with those, so that's always good. We got the JK like heavy duty PSC steering box. They basically took the Dodge full-size truck box and like shrunk it down, made it fit the JKs. So you've got this massive steering setup in a lightweight rig. So I guess that's just a little bit more, I don't know, a little more confidence on the trail. Part of the thing we were trying to do on this Jeep was keep it kind of low, keep it stable, and keep it with parts that are sort of easy to replace, and we don't have a bunch of race car stuff. This is all an off-the-shelf JKS short arm suspension, but we did the coilover upgrade. So it's got like your basic, almost entry-level arm system on it, link arms, but then we upgraded to the coilover upgrade package from there. So we've got Fox 2.0 coilovers and Fox bump stops. So you don't end up with like this crazy breakover angle. Some of these long arm kits, when you're climbing ledges, you get the arms that droop out a bunch and you get this weird breakover. So I tried to keep it simple and went short arm on this. Still handles good. These JKs actually have really good geometry from the start. So this thing kind of plants the tires and gets good traction. That's all bolt-on stuff. It all worked out well. Axis killed it on the engine install. After, I guess the process on this was we bought this salvage title vehicle, sent it to Axis. They figured out, and this one is one of the vehicles they kind of developed that R2.8 to the 8 HP 70 transmission. So this was sort of a guinea pig vehicle for that. They killed it on the install. We haven't had any problems with that. It was also an early R2.8, so it's been kind of neat because we have gotten all of the updates and upgrades on the tuning packages from Cummins. So it's like this thing was really good when we got it, and then you go 6 months later and we got a new tune, and then on UA we got the new 301 foot-pound of torque tune in it. So this engine just keeps getting better and better.